Look at you! Black woman from the ghetto with that fake Gucci thinking you belong here. You're nothing but a thief. Officer Bradley Hayes blocks Save Mart exit, Greenville, South Carolina. March 12, 2024. Alicia Turner, black elementary teacher, holds her receipt. Officer, I paid. He slaps it from her hand, grabs her tote and dumps everything out. Papers scatter. White customers watch. The manager stands behind Hayes, arms crossed, smirking. Probably teaching those black kids to steal too. I'm teacher of the year. You're a criminal. He yanks her arm behind her back. Hands, click, click. Handcuffs bite her wrists. Then something else falls out. Hayes looks down. Color drains from his face. The manager's smirk dies, goes ghost white. What fell out? Comment if this is you. Subscribe now. Because what fell out makes powerful men turn pale. Rewind 8 hours. 5:45 a.m. Alicia Turner wakes in her District 7 apartment. 2 bedrooms, cracked ceiling. Rent $985 due in 12 days. The neighborhood where politicians request more police instead of better schools. She makes coffee in her dead husband's pot. Cancer took him 2 years ago this month. 6 weeks from diagnosis to funeral. She doesn't cry anymore. Grief takes time she doesn't have. Jaden needs breakfast. 8 years old. Math homework he forgot yesterday. She checks answers while scrambling eggs. 3 wrong. She shows him the correct method. He understands. Gets his father's intelligence. 7:30 a.m., Greenville Elementary, room 8. She writes on the whiteboard, Civil rights, knowing your rights. Today, Rosa Parks, how one woman refusing to move sparked a movement. How dignity matters more than compliance. Slide 12 of her PowerPoint. What to do if stopped by police. Stay calm, don't resist, record if possible, ask for badge number, you have rights. 22 third graders copy notes. Some pencil, some crayon. Little hands writing justice, dignity, resistance. One student asks, Miss Turner, has a police officer ever stopped you? February 10th flashes through memory. 2 months ago, 7:15 p.m., driving home from conferences, red and blue lights, Officer Hayes, no reason given, 43 minutes roadside, cars slowing, neighbors watching, no ticket, no warning, just power exercise because it could be. Yes, she answers the student. That's why this matters. February 12th, she filed a complaint. Greenville PD Internal Affairs, 2 pages typed. Facts, timeline, badge number delivered in person. March 1st, response arrived. Complaint reviewed. Officer acted within policy. Case closed. 6 words. No investigation, no justice. Same day she called ACLU, South Carolina. Rachel Foster answered. Attorney, civil rights specialist, listened 40 minutes, asked questions that mattered. Then, we can help. Federal complaint, but if he targets you again, you'll need proof. Documentation. Recording device, are you willing? March 5th, she bought a Sony voice recorder, model ICD-PX 470, $60 on Amazon, small enough for her palm. Red light blinks when recording. Lives in her tote now. Always on when she leaves home. Always listening. March 8th, Rachel filed the complaint. United States District Court, District of South Carolina. 32 pages. Case number CV 2024-00856 HMM. Title 42, Section 1983. Violation of civil rights under color of law. Plaintiff, Alicia J. Turner. Defendant, Officer Bradley Hayes and Greenville Police Department. She carries a copy everywhere. Manila envelope 9 by 12 inches. Hayes's name printed on page 1. Not waving it around, carrying it like armor. Like proof she exists. Like evidence she fights back. Her tote bag is canvas, faded blue, 3 years old, zipper broke last month. Metal teeth won't align, money's tight, priorities shift. The bag sags today under textbooks, papers, USB drive with lesson plans, voice recorder, federal complaint, badge on lanyard. Badge says, Teacher of the Year 2023, Greenville Elementary Schools. Police Chief Morrison gave it to her last May. Ceremony in the auditorium. Handshakes, photos. Hayes was there in back, clapping. Today after school, she needs glue sticks for Jaden's project. Save Mart on Elm Street. Quick errand, 15 minutes, in and out. She checks the recorder before entering. Red light blinking. Good. She doesn't know Hayes is already in the parking lot, waiting. 2:18 p.m. Save Mart smells like floor cleaner and soft produce. Fluorescent hum. Instrumental music. Aisle 7, school supplies, glue sticks bottom shelf, Elmer's brand, $4.99 for 3. She grabs 2 packs. The manager watches from the aisle end. Dennis. Name tag crooked. 11 years here, never done this before. But 20 minutes ago, Hayes called. District 7 people coming in. Keep an eye out, I'm nearby. Dennis approaches, voice apologizing before words form. Ma'am, need to check your bag. Excuse me? Store policy. No policy exists. She shops here twice weekly, but she knows what happens when black women argue with white authority. Escalation, danger. Of course, she says calmly. Checkout counter. She sets glue sticks down, opens tote voluntarily, wallet, keys, papers, badge visible on top, gold catching light. Dennis sees Teacher of the Year. Face twitches, uncertainty. Then the entrance chimes. Hayes walks in. Dennis exhales relief. Not his problem anymore. Hayes doesn't greet anyone, hand on belt, walking purposeful, predatory. Ma'am, step over here. She recognizes him instantly. 2 months, 43 minutes, the complaint with his name, the recorder capturing everything right now. Officer Hayes. She uses his name deliberately, loud enough for recording. His jaw tightens. Didn't expect that. The bag, now. She holds it open. But Hayes doesn't want cooperation. He wants submission, wants 7 customers to witness a black woman from District 7 put in place. He grabs the tote, both hands, yanks hard, worn strap tears, fabric gives. Turn around, hands behind your back. Officer, I have my receipt. I said turn around. I'm a teacher, I haven't stolen. His hand clamps her shoulder, spins her, rough. Pain shoots through rotator cuff. She gasps, hands behind your back. She complies, because Jaden needs her alive, because compliance is survival even when it tastes like poison. Click, right wrist, cold metal bites. Click, left wrist, too tight, deliberately. Bone grinds steel. 3 aisles away, a child tugs her mother, blonde pigtails, 6 years old. Mommy, why is that teacher in handcuffs? Mother glances, pulls daughter close, whispers something. Child stares anyway. So does everyone. 7 customers, 3 employees, all watching. Hayes lifts the tote high, tips it toward counter. Overstuffed, zipper broken. Gravity does what gravity does. Paperback falls first, Jaden's homework. Thud. Hayes tilts more, shakes it. Laptop charger tumbles, cord uncoils, permission slips scatter. White paper against gray. Then the voice recorder falls, small, black, Sony, red light blinking like a heartbeat. Bounces once, plastic clatter, lands face up, red pulsing, on. Hayes stares. 3-second stretching, more items slide. USB drive, metal clink, badge on lanyard, Teacher of the Year 2023, gold reflecting fluorescent, then the envelope. Manila, 9x12. Official seal, U.S. District Court, District of South Carolina. Slides out slowly, almost deliberate. Lands face up. Black text impossible to miss. Civil rights complaint, 42 U.S.C. Section 1983. Plaintiff, Alicia J. Turner. Defendant, Officer Bradley Hayes et al., case no CV 2024-00856-HMM. Hayes reads his name, once, twice. Grip goes slack, bag drops, more papers flutter. Nobody's looking at papers. They're looking at Hayes's face. Color drains, visible change, ruddy pink to ash gray. 4 seconds. Witnesses will later say ghost, corpse, death mask, hand trembles, envelope rustles under shaking fingers. Dennis reads it too, eyes wide. Mouth forming silent words. Federal. Hayes. Lawsuit. Reality crashes. His store. His call. His liability. Career evaporating. Face goes milk white. Smirk erased. Oh, God, he whispers. Oh, my God. Steps back. Hands up. Palms out. I'm not part of this. Young man in line. College sweatshirt. Early 20s. Reads envelope. Jaw drops. Holy shit, is that a federal lawsuit? Girlfriend pulls his arm. Let's go. No. Phone out. Recording. People need to see this. Brenda Ellis, 62, filming since Hayes entered. iPhone steady, catches everything. Hayes' draining face. Dennis backing away. Envelope with official print. Recording device blinking red accusation. Silence. 12 seconds. Fluorescent buzz. Air conditioning. 7 people holding breath. The child whispers, Mommy, why did the policeman's face turn white? Mother has no answer. Because what fell from that bag isn't stolen goods. It's power, documentation, federal litigation, recording device capturing every word, evidence they can't ignore. Hayes looks at Alicia. Really looks. Not as suspect, as threat. She meets his eyes, says nothing, doesn't need to. Evidence scattered across counter speaks louder than words ever could. His career just ended. He knows it. Dennis knows it. Everyone recording knows it. They saw black skin and assumed theft. She carried federal proof and changed everything. Hayes tries to recover. Training kicks in. Control the narrative. Ma'am, this recording device, I need to examine it. Don't touch my property. Alicia's teacher voice, the one that makes third graders stop talking. That recorder is mine. Constitutional right to record public officials. No probable cause to seize it. Would you like me to repeat that for everyone recording right now? 5 phones pointed at him. 6, 7. Hayes's hand hovers, then withdraws. Every move being documented, uploaded. Viral by dinner. The complaint, Dennis stammers. Officer Hayes, maybe this is quiet. Hayes doesn't look at him. Eyes on Alicia. Ma'am, you were detained on suspicion of what? Loud, clear, for every recording. I have my receipt. You searched without consent. Handcuffed without probable cause, while a federal complaint with your name was in my bag. That's retaliation. Page 7 of the complaint. Silence. Radio crackles. Dispatch asking status. He doesn't answer. Am I under arrest? No. Am I free to go? 3 seconds. 4. He unlocks handcuffs. Metal clicks open. Her wrists ache. Red marks forming. She'll photograph these. Add to evidence. She gathers belongings slowly. Recording device first, holds it up. Red light visible. Envelope next, taps it against counter. Official sound. Badge. Clips to shirt. Gold visible. Proud. Receipt from the floor. Smooths it. Folds it. Pockets it. For the record, voice carrying. March 12th, 2024. 2:31 p.m. Officer Hayes detained me without cause, searched property, handcuffed me, attempted to confiscate evidence. All recorded. All witnessed. All will be documented in amended complaint. She walks out. Head high, back straight. Behind her, Hayes stands frozen. Dennis stares at floor. 7 customers whisper. 4 phones recording. The child asks again, Mommy, why did his face turn white? Mother finally answers, because he made a very big mistake, sweetheart. 4:12 p.m. Brenda Ellis sits in her car, hands shaking, uploads video to Facebook, types caption 3 times. Watch. Police officer's face when he realizes woman he handcuffed has federal lawsuit with his name. Save Mart, Elm Street, just happened. Posts. Breathes. 4:45. 2,000 shares. 5:30. Local news whiff picks it up. Anchor. A Greenville teacher's encounter with police has sparked outrage online. They play 15 seconds. Envelope falling. Hayes's face draining. Federal complaint visible. 6:18. 5,000 shares. Comments flood. Did you see his face go white? She came prepared. Bag full of receipts, literally. Them = cop and manager went pale. Hashtag emerges. Hash turned pale. Trending locally by 7, 8:30, national outlets, HuffPost, BuzzFeed, The Root, black teacher, white cop, federal lawsuit, viral video, justice documented real time, 9 p.m. Alicia's phone rings, unknown number. Miss Turner, Sarah Bennett, investigative journalist, Greenville Truth. I've covered Hayes 3 years. That recording device? That complaint? That's evidence we've needed. Smoking gun putting pattern to paper. Can we talk? Please. This isn't just about you. There are more. A lot more. Alicia sits on her couch, Jaden asleep. Apartment quiet except refrigerator hum and distant Elm Street traffic. Yes, she says, we can talk. Because she's tired of being alone. Tired of carrying evidence no one looks at. Tired of complaints disappearing into bureaucratic voids. If there are others, they deserve to know they're not alone. March 13th, 6 a.m. Sarah publishes. Greenville Truth website. Federal lawsuit, viral video, years of complaints, the Alicia Turner case, and what it reveals about Greenville PD. Article tells story. Alicia's February roadside stop. Complaint dismissed. Hayes's body camera footage obtained through Sarah's midnight public records request marked urgent. Footage shows Hayes never stating probable cause, never explaining detention, protocol violation clear. Sarah embeds Brenda's video. Syncs with Save Mart security, 4 angles showing same thing. Alicia cooperating, Hayes escalating, evidence falling, faces draining white, includes Quota email. January email from Deputy Chief Wilson to supervisors. Increase stops District 7 15%. Lists Save Mart by name, includes data. 5 years showing black residents arrested at twice population rate. 23 complaints against Hayes, 0 discipline. 6 settled lawsuits city paid to hide. By noon, 50,000 reads. Evening, local TV segments, national outlets, CNN legal analyst. Textbook retaliation. Officer knew she filed complaint. 2 months later targets her again. Body camera shows no probable cause. Viral video shows consciousness of guilt when he sees his name. Prosecutor's dream. Alicia watches from couch. Jaden eating cereal. He doesn't fully understand, but knows his mom's on TV. Something big happening. "Mom," he says during commercial. "Are you famous now?" She thinks. "No, baby. Just someone who wrote things down." "Is that why the policeman looks scared? Because you wrote things down?" "Yes, Jaden. That's exactly why." March 14th, 7 a.m. Sarah calls. "The USB drive, the one that fell from your bag. What's on it?" "Lesson plans," Alicia says, still groggy. Jaden making noise in kitchen. "Why? Can I see them?" Alicia hesitates, then thinks about 22 third graders she can't see Monday, about administrative leave for being a victim, about Hayes still carrying a gun and badge. "Yes, I'll send them now." 9 a.m. Sarah opens files. Folder labeled Civic Education 2023 to 24 inches. 47 lesson plans inside, each detailed, professional, hours of preparation evident. A teacher who cares. One file catches her eye. KnowYourRights.pptx. She opens it. 43 slides, Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, John Lewis, Ruby Bridges, civil rights history, how to recognize rights. What to do if stopped by police. Slide 12 makes Sarah stop breathing. Text reads, "If stopped by police, stay calm. Don't resist. Record if possible. Ask for badge number. Remember, you have rights even when officers tell you otherwise. Compliance keeps you safe. Documentation keeps you protected." Alicia taught this March 5th. 1 week before Hayes handcuffed her. 1 week before her bag spilled evidence across checkout. Sarah publishes the lesson plan. Full text, every slide. Her article. Alicia Turner didn't just experience civil rights violations. She was actively teaching her students how to survive them. The irony is devastating. The preparation is inspiring. She practiced what she preached, then she was punished for it. By noon, the lesson plan goes viral. Teachers across South Carolina download it, share it, adapt it, use in classrooms. Know Your Rights becomes education movement. ACLU endorses it. NOACP endorses it. School boards from Charleston to Columbia debate banning or mandating it. Parents see it differently. 340 students sign petition without adult organizers. Elementary students printing names in crayon. Middle schoolers typing carefully. High schoolers who had Alicia years ago remembering the teacher who taught dignity matters. One girl, 14 now, writes, "Miss Turner taught me Rosa Parks in 3rd grade. I thought it was history. Didn't know it was survival guide. Now I know. Now we all know." Petition posts online, change.org. Title, "Reinstate Miss Alicia Turner and Investigate Greenville Police Department." 800 signatures in 6 hours, 2,000 by midnight. March 15th, 2,840 signatures from city of 72,000, nearly 4% of population in 36 hours. Comment section becomes something else, not just support for Alicia. Testimony, witness statements, people sharing their own stories. "Hayes pulled me over last year, 3 times 2 months, same neighborhood, never ticketed, just harassment. My son stopped in our driveway. 16, honor student. Hayes asked if car was stolen, registered in my name. We've lived here 12 years. I moved out District 7 because of this. Couldn't take it anymore. Pattern documented real time. Regular people. No lawyers needed. Just truth typed into comment boxes at 11 p.m. by people who couldn't sleep." Sarah reads every comment, takes notes, builds database, names, dates, badge numbers when people remember. This isn't about one teacher anymore. System that protects officers who target communities, taxpayer money paying settlements keeping victims quiet, 23 complaints ignored so one officer could keep working. Alicia Turner isn't victim, she's symbol. Not because she's special, because she documented everything, because she came prepared, because when Hayes thought he was humiliating another black woman from District 7, she was collecting evidence that would humiliate him nationally. The reversal is complete. Hayes wanted control, lost it. Dennis wanted quiet shift, got viral shame. Greenville PD wanted complaint buried. It's on CNN. And Alicia, she wanted justice. Got something better. Community, solidarity. 340 students defending teacher. 2,800 people demanding accountability. Teachers across state using her lesson plan preparing next generation. They saw black skin. She carried federal proof. Now the whole country's watching what happens next. March 15th, 8 a.m. Sarah Bennett files Freedom of Information Act request. South Carolina Sunshine Law makes police records public with rare exceptions. She requests Hayes' personnel file. All complaints. Body camera footage March 12th. Arrest data by race 5 years. Standard processing 30 days. Sarah marks urgent. Cites public interest. Notes pending federal litigation. Suggests attorney review of denials. March 17th, 2 p.m. Records arrive. Much faster than normal. Someone inside GPD wants these public. Someone with access and conscience. First file, Hayes' body camera. Unit BWC 239, March 12, 2:23 p.m. to 2:31 p.m. She watches 3 times, taking notes. Footage starts Hayes entering Save Mart. Policy requires camera activation during enforcement. He follows that rule. But another rule. Officers must clearly state detention reason on camera. Legal record. Protects everyone. Hayes never states reason, never says why he's approaching Alicia, never articulates probable cause, just walks up, demands bag search. 2 minutes in, searches without clear consent. Legal gray area. He could argue she handed over voluntarily. Camera shows hesitation, shows her trying to explain, shows him interrupting. 4 minutes. Recording device falls, red light visible, Hayes sees it, face changes, camera catches perfectly. 3 seconds recognition, fear. Hand reaches toward it. He tries turning it off. Touches Alicia's property without permission. On camera. Clear violation. 5 minutes, envelope lands. Federal complaint. Case number visible. Hayes' name visible. Camera captures him reading. Once. Twice. Face draining color in high definition. 7 minutes, removes handcuffs. Says, "You're free to go." No explanation, no incident report filed after, no documentation why he stopped her. Nothing official, like it never happened. Except it did. On body camera. Synced with Alicia's recording. Captured by 7 phones. Witnessed by everyone in store. Sarah writes, body camera confirms violations, no probable cause, illegal search, attempted evidence tampering, retaliation documented, next file, internal affairs complaints, 23 total, case after case, year after year, different complainants, same officer, same patterns, excessive force, unlawful search, racial profiling, false arrest, harassment, retaliation, 23 complaints, 13 years, 0 discipline, 0 suspensions, 0 retraining, nothing. She reads each carefully. Notes patterns. 85% complainants are people of color. In department where roughly 40% stops involve people of color. Statistical impossibility if random. Every complaint closed. Unsubstantiated or insufficient evidence or policy compliant or officer exonerated. 3 cases. Complainants recanted. Sarah circles those. Recantations often mean pressure, settlement offers, NDAs, legal threats, fear. She cross-references federal court records. PACER database. 6 cases pop up. Civil rights lawsuits against Greenville PD. 3 naming Hayes. All settled before trial. All with confidentiality clauses, sealed, NDAs, hush money. Sarah does math. If 6 reached federal court, how many didn't? How many took settlement money and signed silence? How many too afraid to sue at all? Next file. Arrest data, 5 years, by district, race, gender, age, charge. District 7 demographics per census, 31% black, 52% white, 17% other. District 7 arrests 2023, 68% black, 21% white, 11% other. Disparity ratio, 2.19 to 1. Black residents arrested more than double their population rate. Stops without arrest, worse, 73% black. Specific locations. Save Mart, Elm Street. 11 arrests 2023. 10 black individuals, 91%. National standards. Department of Justice considers disparity above 1.5 to 1 evidence of potential bias requiring investigation. Greenville at 2.19 to 1. No investigation ever conducted. Last racial bias audit 2011. Results never released. Sarah's phone rings. Unknown, male voice, older, tired. You the reporter asking about Hayes? Yes. Who is this? Doesn't matter. Retired now. GPD 32 years. Saw things. Kept quiet. Regret it. Check emails from Deputy Chief Wilson. January 2024. Subject Q1 goals. That'll tell you everything. Click. Hangs up. She searches records. Finds it. Email Deputy Chief Alan Wilson to patrol supervisors. January 5th, 2024. 2 months before Alicia's arrest. Subject, Q1 performance goals. She reads 3 times. District 7 stops declined 11% Q4 2023. City Council expects visible presence ahead budget review. Target, increase stops 15% Q1 2024. Prioritize high-traffic locations. Save Mart Elmstead, Quick Gas, Martin Luther King Boulevard, Laundromat Washington Ave. Reminder, Federal Community Policing Grant, $1.8 million, 2023 to 2025 cycle. Renewal requires demonstrable engagement metrics. Let's show results. Save Mart Elm Street, listed by name. Alicia arrested there March 12th. Q1. Exactly when quota pressure peaked. Hands go cold. Not one cop making bad decisions. This is policy. Unofficial quota system. Target black neighborhoods. Increase stops. Justify budget. Secure federal funding. Arrest people to get money. Formula naked and undeniable in official email. She forwards email to Rachel Foster, ACLU Legal Director, DOJ Civil Rights Division. Every contact working police accountability, then writes article. No bullet points, just narrative. Story told start to finish with evidence woven throughout. Describes Hayes' body camera in detail. Moments that matter. Face changing when evidence falls. Hand reaching for recorder. Attempt to erase what happened. Describes 23 complaints. Real people filing about real harm, all dismissed, all ignored. Pattern of protection. Describes arrest data. Numbers telling stories. Disparities revealing bias. Statistics proving what Black District 7 residents already knew. They're targeted for where they live and what they look like. Describes quota email. Reads it fully. Let readers see language. Increase stops. High traffic locations. Demonstrable engagement metrics. Corporate language hiding ugly truth. Ends with Alicia. Teacher carrying lesson plans about rights while having rights violated. The irony. The tragedy. The victory of documentation over power. If you're still watching this story, share it. Comment below. What we've uncovered goes deeper than one arrest. System funding itself through targeting Black communities. All documented now. Body cameras, complaints, data, email, evidence undeniable. March 19th morning. Article publishes. 1,600 words. 6 categories evidence. 23 complaints exposed. 1 quota email revealed. Noon 50,000 reads. Evening local news segments. National outlets. Legal analysts on television. CNN professor. That quota email is smoking gun. Police departments cannot use arrest quotas. Illegal. Creates incentives for rights violations, targeting specific neighborhoods, predominantly Black. That's discriminatory intent written in department email. Justice Department should investigate immediately. Greenville PD issues no comment beyond earlier statement. Translation, lawyers said stay silent. March 18th, 8 a.m. before Sarah's article. Before quota email goes public, Alicia receives official letter. Email Principal Dorothy Graham. Subject, temporary administrative leave. Official notice. She reads in kitchen. Coffee going cold. Jaden still asleep. Careful language. Pending legal matters. Safe learning environment. Standard protocol. Never says punishment. Never admits fault. Just removes her from classroom indefinitely. Can't enter school grounds. Can't contact students. Can't attend meetings. Can't participate. Paid leave. Better than nothing. But erasure. Making her disappear because her presence creates discomfort. Noon. Colleagues know. 12 who signed original letter are furious. Text. Call. Promise they're with her. 5 others stay silent. Professional distance. Protect own careers. She understands. Doesn't forgive, but understands. 1 texts. Want to help but mortgage. Kids in college can't risk. Sentence trails incomplete. Translation clear. Solidarity has limits when bills come due. 2 p.m. Greenville Police Union issue statement. Fraternal Order, Police Lodge 52. Press release, Hayes decorated, 15 years service, multiple commendations, distinguished honor, allegations unfounded attacks on law enforcement. Hayes followed training protocols, cooperated with review. Ends. Union stands firmly behind Officer Hayes and all officers risking lives daily. We will not allow good officers vilified by individuals seeking financial gain through frivolous lawsuits. Hayes looks forward to clearing his name and continuing service to Greenville. Translation, badge protects badge. Evidence doesn't matter. 23 complaints don't matter. Federal lawsuit doesn't matter. Viral video doesn't matter. We protect our own. Hayes remains active duty, full patrol, gun, badge, authority, same streets, same neighborhoods. Nothing changed except everyone's watching. 6 p.m. Alicia's phone buzzes. Email, unknown sender, no subject, body. You should have kept your mouth shut. Bad things happen to people who don't know their place. Your son walks home from bus stop alone. Cute kid. Blood turns ice water. Second email 2 minutes later. Different sender. Race-baiting bitch. Playing victim for money. Hope you get what's coming. Third, fourth, fifth. By 8 p.m., 11 threatening messages. Some explicitly racist. Some threatening violence. Some just menacing. Vague threats, sometimes worse. Leave room for imagination. For fear. One includes home address, full address, not public information. We know where you live. She screenshots everything. Timestamps, sender information, reports to GPD online portal, gets confirmation number, doubts anything happens. How can she trust department employing Hayes to protect her from his supporters? March 19th morning. No follow-up from police, no calls, no officer assigned, nothing. She picks Jaden from bus stop now. Won't let him walk 3 blocks alone. Checks locks twice before bed, sleeps 3 hours. Wakes to every sound. Car door, footsteps in hallway, wind rattling windows, fear tastes metallic, sits in throat back, makes food taste wrong. Afternoon. Hayes' attorney sends letter to Rachel Foster. Union-provided lawyer. Expensive letterhead. Threatening language-wrapped legal terminology. Key passage. Continued public statements defaming Officer Hayes' character constitute actionable harm. Your client's reckless disregard for truth and malicious intent to destroy Officer Hayes' reputation and livelihood will result in civil action for defamation if not immediately ceased. Rachel calls Alicia, reads letter, then laughs. Actually laughs. Defamation requires false statements. Everything you've said is documented. Body camera, complaint filings, public records, court documents. They're bluffing, classic slap, suit threat, strategic lawsuit against public participation. Designed to silence through fear of legal costs, happens constantly. Ignore it. What if they sue anyway? We countersue for abuse of process and win. This letter is intimidation, nothing more. But fear doesn't respond to logic. Fear wakes you 2 a.m. wondering if that noise was car backfiring or something else. Fear makes you check son's bedroom window 3 times, ensuring it's locked. Fear lives in space between what might happen and what you can control. That night, Alicia sits at laptop, Jaden asleep. Apartment dark, types teacher jobs Atlanta into Google. Escape, fresh start, new city where nobody knows about handcuffs or lawsuits or viral videos. Cursor hovers over search button. Then she sees Jaden's project on desk corner. Construction paper, crayon drawing, title, My Hero, My Mom, written 3 weeks ago before any of this. My mom teaches kids to be brave even when scared. She closes laptop without searching. Running would be easier. Staying requires courage she's not sure she has. Phone buzzes. Text from Sarah. 6 women ready to talk. All targeted Hayes, all paid quiet, meeting tomorrow. You're not alone. Not alone. That matters more than she can say. March 18th, 2 a.m. Alicia sits on couch in darkness. Can't sleep. Hasn't really slept in days. Apartment quiet except refrigerator hum and distant traffic. Bank account on phone. Balance, $2,312. Rent due 10 days. $985. Utilities, groceries. Jaden needs shoes. She's on paid leave, but for how long? Pending resolution could mean months, years. GoFundMe appeared yesterday. Parent association started without asking. $3,200 raised. She feels grateful and humiliated. Grateful people care. Humiliated she needs charity for being victim. The threats. 11 emails, 2 voicemails. 1 letter. Watch your back. She checks Jaden's window 4th time. Locked. Checks door. Deadbolt. Chain. Checks Jaden sleeping. Still breathing. Still safe. Laptop open. Cursor blinking on email to sister Maya in Atlanta. Maya's asked for years when she'll move. Get out of Greenville, start fresh. She types, Maya, I'm thinking about deletes. Because running means Hayes wins. Means next black woman shopping has no precedent. Means 22 third graders learn standing up gets you knocked down. But staying means living afraid. Means Jaden watching mother jump at sounds. 3 a.m. Jaden appears, rubbing eyes. Mom, why are you crying? She didn't realize. Wipes face. Just tired, baby. Can I sit with you? He climbs onto couch, leans against her, 8 years old, too young for this, but carries it because trauma doesn't respect age. Mom, he says, are we in trouble? No, baby. Then why did they put you in handcuffs? How does she explain systemic racism to 8-year-old who believes good guys win and world is fair? Because sometimes people with power use it wrong, and sometimes people without power fight back, even when scary. Are you fighting back? Federal complaint, recording device, viral video, 2,800 signatures, 6 women tomorrow, evidence scattered like ammunition. Yes, I'm fighting back. Good, he yawns. Dad would want you to fight back. Tears come. Her husband fought cancer 6 weeks and lost, but he fought, never quit, never accepted defeat. She owes him same courage. 4 a.m., Jaden asleep on couch. She carries him to bed, returns, picks up phone, opens Sarah's text about tomorrow's meeting. Types, "I'll be there. What time?" Sends before she can change mind. Maybe she doesn't have courage. Maybe she's terrified. Maybe every sound makes her jump. But she has documentation, evidence, federal complaint with Hayes' name on page 1. Tomorrow she'll have 6 other women who survived same officer. 6 voices, 6 stories, 6 pieces of pattern. Phone buzzes. Sarah. 10 a.m., coffee shop, Maine. You're not walking into this alone. Alone. She's felt alone since husband died. Alone in grief, parenting, fear. But maybe alone isn't permanent. Maybe alone is space between asking for help and accepting it. Jaden's project on desk. My hero, my mom. Maybe heroes aren't fearless. Maybe heroes are people who show up afraid and do hard thing anyway. Sets alarm for 7, tries sleeping, manages 2 hours. It's enough. Has to be. March 19th, 10 a.m., coffee shop Main Street smells like espresso and pastries. Sarah Bennett sits corner table, so does Alicia, and 6 other women. Keisha Williams, 29, hands shaking, holding coffee. August 2021, same store, same officer, same accusations, buying diapers for my daughter. He said I look suspicious. Searched my purse. Found nothing. Handcuffed me anyway. Charges dropped in 2 days. Then city attorney called. $18,000 if I signed papers promising never to talk about it. I signed. My daughter needed... Voice breaks. I needed the money. But the money didn't fix what happened, just made me disappear quiet. Tamara Johnson, 33, works at hospital. 2019, quick gas on MLK Boulevard. Hayes said I matched description of someone who'd used stolen credit card. I've never stolen anything in my life. He searched my car, made me stand in parking lot 40 minutes while people drove by staring. No arrest, no ticket. 2 weeks later, settlement offer, $22,000. I took it. I was ashamed. I stayed silent. I'm done being silent. One by one, they tell stories. Nicole, Jasmine, Renee, Diamond, different years, same officer, same neighborhood, same pattern, all black women, all accused without evidence, all handcuffed for shoplifting or suspicious behavior or fitting descriptions that only seem to fit black women in District 7, all paid to disappear. Total, $138,000 in taxpayer money buying silence, buying Hayes' continued employment, buying peace for department that didn't want accountability. Sarah takes notes, records with permission, asks questions, builds timeline, builds pattern that can't be denied anymore. Alicia listens, realizes she's not unique, not special, not particularly brave, just the first one who refused settlement, first who documented everything, first whose evidence fell out at exactly right moment with exactly right witnesses recording. Why now? Alicia asks them. Why come forward now when you couldn't before? Keisha answers for all of them. Because we saw your video, saw his face go pale, saw him realize he was caught, and we thought, if she can stand up with evidence, we can stand up as witnesses. You proved it's possible to fight back and survive. We couldn't do it alone, but together, maybe we can. By noon, they've been talking for 2 hours. 7 women, 7 stories, 1 officer, 13 years of targeting and taxpayer-funded cover-ups. Sarah's article publishes that afternoon. Each story told, names provided with permission, details corroborated. 3 p.m., march from Greenville Elementary to City Hall organizes on social media. 150 people march. Children carry signs. Alicia watches live stream from apartment. She watches former students, now teenagers, holding signs and chanting. One sign reads, "Miss Turner taught us rights. Now we use them." March ends at City Hall steps. Parents speak. Teachers speak. One former student speaks about learning civil rights from Miss Turner in 3rd grade. Phone rings. Rachel Foster. City Council called emergency meeting, March 21st, 2 days. Public comment period. Can you testify? She thinks about threats, fear, courage, Jaden watching. 6 other women finding voices. Yes, she says. I'll testify. March 19th, evening. Sarah's phone rings. Unknown number. She's learned to answer these. Sarah Bennett? Yes. My name is Monica. I saw your article. The 6 women. I need to tell you something. There's more. A lot more. Monica worked Greenville City Attorney Office until last month. Quit over what she calls ethical concerns. Wouldn't elaborate until now. I processed the settlements, not just Hayes, multiple officers. But Hayes was the worst. 6 cases you reported, that's just what went to settlement. There were 11 others who took money before filing lawsuits. Early intervention. City attorney would call them directly. Offer 10 to 15,000, make it go away before it became public record. I have spreadsheets. I kept copies. Against policy, but I couldn't watch them by silence anymore. Sarah meets her parking garage downtown. Monica hands over flash drive. Everything's on here. 7 years of settlements. Organized by officer, complainant demographics, amount paid, date. Hayes is highlighted. But look at others, too. This isn't just one cop. This is a system. Sarah opens files that night. Sits at kitchen table until 3 a.m. reading spreadsheets that make her sick. Hayes, 23 documented complaints in official records, but 17 settlements before complaints were filed. Total, 40 interactions where someone alleged misconduct. Only 23 made it to official internal affairs process. 17 were buried with payments averaging $14,000. Total paid to make Hayes's problems disappear, $394,000. Other officers, similar patterns, smaller numbers, but patterns nonetheless. Greenville paid out over $2.1 million in 7 years settling police misconduct claims, most never public. Most to black residents of District 7. The spreadsheet has column labeled Notes, Monica's notes. Things like recanted after call from union rep and accepted settlement same day as hospital visit and attorney advised against pursuing cited career concerns. Sarah finds one entry that stops her cold. January 2024. Payment of $8,000 to someone named Thomas Wright. Date. 2 weeks after Deputy Chief Wilson sent the Quota email. Note. Stop recorded by Wright. Hayes on scene. Body cam malfunctioned. Settlement included NDA and agreement to delete personal recording. She calls Wright's number from spreadsheet. He answers on 5th ring. I don't want to talk about this. Mr. Wright, I'm not trying to cause you trouble, but your case, it was 2 weeks after Quota email went out. Your body cam malfunctioned. You had personal recording. They paid you to delete it. Did they tell you why? Silence. Then, they said it was for my own good. Said publishing it would make me a target. Said $8,000 was generous considering no charges were filed. Said Hayes was good cop having bad day and everyone has bad days. And did I really want to ruin someone's career over a misunderstanding? Did you delete the recording? Long pause. I told them I did, but I work in IT. I know about cloud backups, automatic uploads. The recording still exists. I just never told them where. Sarah drives to his house that night. Gets the recording. 22 minutes of Hayes stopping Wright for suspicious behavior, walking home from work in his own neighborhood. Hayes demanding ID, searching pockets, finding nothing, getting angry anyway. Voice escalating, hand on weapon, threatening arrest, Wright staying calm, respectful, recording everything on phone propped in shirt pocket. Then Hayes notices phone, grabs it. You recording me? You think you're smart? Camera angle goes wild. Audio continues. Sounds of struggle. Wright saying, please don't. Hayes saying something unclear. Then recording cuts. Wright's voice, present day. He took my phone, threw it. Screen cracked, but it kept recording audio for another 6 minutes. Him calling his supervisor. Them deciding how to handle it. Then body cam malfunctioned. Convenient. Sarah publishes everything March 20th. Spreadsheet data. Wright's recording. Monica's whistleblower testimony. The scale of cover-up documented. Headline, the spreadsheet, how Greenville spent $2.10 million hiding police misconduct, and why Alicia Turner almost became number 41. By morning, Department of Justice announces investigation. FBI field office in Columbia confirms they're reviewing evidence. Greenville PD issues no statement. Hayes' attorney issues no statement. The silence is deafening. Because sometimes the most damning response is no response at all. March 21st, 7 p.m., Greenville City Council chambers packed beyond capacity. Fire marshal says 250 people inside. Another 100 outside watching on screens. 7 seats behind curved desk. Mayor in center. 6 council members flanking. Tonight, all 7 look nervous. Cameras everywhere. CNN, local news, national outlets. Not routine meeting anymore. Agenda Item 7. Public comment regarding recent incidents in Greenville Police Department operations. Alicia sits front row, Sarah beside her, the 6 women beside them, Rachel Foster, attorney in professional suit ready to speak. Hayes sits in back row, uniform, stone-faced, not required to attend. Chose to anyway. Show of defiance or confidence, hard to tell. Mayor calls meeting to order. Before we begin public comment, I want to remind everyone this is a forum for respectful dialogue. We've allocated 30 minutes for this agenda item. Someone in audience laughs. Bitter sound. How do you fit systemic racism into 30 minutes? Alicia is called first. She walks to microphone. Her hands don't shake. Not anymore. Fear burned away over 10 days, replaced by something harder, something that tastes like determination. My name is Alicia Turner. I teach 3rd grade at Greenville Elementary. On March 12th, Officer Hayes handcuffed me in Save Mart for shopping while black. That's not my opinion. That's what the evidence shows. No probable cause on body camera, no stolen items found, no charges filed, just humiliation, just power without accountability. She pauses, makes eye contact with each council member. I teach my students about Rosa Parks, about dignity, about standing up for what's right even when it's hard. On March 12th, I became my own lesson plan. I didn't choose this, but I chose to document it. I chose to file a federal complaint. I chose to carry evidence everywhere I went. And when that evidence fell out of my bag, literally fell out for everyone to see, it revealed something bigger than one arrest. It revealed a system that spends millions hiding misconduct instead of preventing it. Sarah speaks next. Presents findings. 23 complaints, 0 discipline, 2.1 million in settlements, quota email, spreadsheet, rights recording, pattern undeniable. The 6 women speak, one by one, Keisha, Tamara, Nicole, Jasmine, Renee, Diamond. Each tells their story. Each describes Hayes. Each explains how city paid them to stay quiet. Then Councilmember Rita Jackson leans forward. She's been quiet until now. Mother of teenagers, represents District 3, which borders District 7. Miss Turner, thank you for your testimony. I have a question for Police Chief Morrison, who I see is also here tonight. Chief Morrison shifts in seat. Gray hair, 30 years on force, 15 as chief. He stands reluctantly. Jackson doesn't wait for him to speak. Chief, I need to tell this room something. My daughter, 17 years old, honor student, varsity track. She was stopped by Officer Hayes last November in our driveway, coming home from practice. He asked where she was going. She said home. He asked if the car was stolen. It's registered in my name. We've lived in that house 12 years. He ran her license for 19 minutes. No ticket, no warning. Just 19 minutes of my child sitting in our driveway wondering what she did wrong. The room goes completely silent. She didn't tell me, Jackson continues. Her voice shaking now. Anger or grief or both. She was too scared I wouldn't believe her. Or worse, that I would believe her and couldn't do anything about it because I'm just a city council member and even I can't protect my own daughter from this. How many daughters, Chief? How many mothers stayed silent because they thought no one would listen? How many before someone with a recording device and a federal lawsuit forced us to pay attention? Chief Morrison opens his mouth, closes it. No good answer exists. Another council member speaks, then another. Questions about oversight, about settlements, about quota emails, about why Hayes still has badge after 40 interactions with misconduct allegations. Hayes' union representative tries to read statement. Crowd boos. Mayor asks for order. The representative reads anyway. Officer Hayes maintains he acted within training and policy. He looks forward to clearing his name through proper channels. Alicia asked to respond. She walks back to microphone. Proper channels? I filed complaint with Internal Affairs. It was dismissed. I filed federal lawsuit. I was retaliated against. I documented everything. I carried evidence everywhere. And the only reason we're here tonight is because my bag happened to spill at the right moment in front of the right witnesses with the right phones recording. How many people didn't have recording devices? How many people's bags didn't spill? How many people took settlement money because they couldn't afford to fight? Proper channels failed 40 times. We're here because improper channels, viral videos and whistleblowers and 6 women breaking NDAs finally worked. The vote comes after 2 hours testimony, 6-1, independent investigation, civilian oversight board. Quarterly public reporting on stops and arrests by demographics, mandatory body camera reviews, Hayes suspended pending investigation. Outside afterward, Alicia stands on City Hall steps. Cameras everywhere. She doesn't hide, doesn't run, just answers questions honestly until her voice goes hoarse. Someone asks, "How does it feel to win?" She thinks, "This isn't winning. This is accountability starting. Winning is when black women can shop without fear, when officers can't spend 13 years targeting people with zero consequences, when cities stop buying silence and start demanding justice. We're not there yet, but we're closer than we were 11 days ago." March 22nd, morning, Principal Graham calls. "Alicia, the board voted last night. You're reinstated, effective immediately. Will you come back Monday?" Alicia thinks about fear, about threats that still arrive occasionally, about Hayes suspended but not fired, about investigations that might take years. Then she thinks about 22 third graders who need their teacher. Yes, I'll be there. March 25th, room 8. 22 students erupt in cheers when she walks in, plus 18 from other classes. Banner made from poster board, "Welcome back, Miss Turner." She teaches. Today's lesson, documentation, why writing things down matters, why evidence beats assumptions. One student asks, "Miss Turner, were you scared?" "Terrified, every day." "Then why didn't you give up?" She thinks about her husband fighting cancer, about 6 women finding voices, about 340 students signing petitions. Because scared and brave aren't opposites. You can be both, usually are both. Brave is just scared with documentation. Her badge sits on desk. Teacher of the Year, visible, proud. Next to it, the recorder. Red light off now, but ready. They saw her skin. She carried evidence. And the world watched powerful men turn pale. Justice isn't a moment. It's a process. Federal investigation ongoing. Hayes' hearing scheduled. 6 women filing civil suits. Policy changes implemented. Civilian oversight established. Not perfect, not finished, but started. Sometimes that's enough. If this story mattered to you, share it. Comment below. Because change doesn't happen when one person speaks. It happens when everyone who heard refuses to forget. When evidence becomes undeniable. They saw black skin and assumed guilt. She documented everything and proved innocence. And in that checkout counter covered with scattered evidence, a federal complaint, a recording device, a Teacher of the Year badge, power shifted. The powerless became dangerous. The invisible became undeniable. And everyone who watched turned pale.